Hello everyone, my name is Kurazar, and welcome back to Smalland. We are back in the world after having spent a good long while collecting resources. And it turns out, I did not end up going to the beach, which is way down here. Instead, as I was exploring around here, right about here, there is or right here I think it is, there's a park bench. And if you walk this way off the park bench, there's a little path down into the swamp, although it doesn't really deposit you in the swamp unless you have some means of gliding down, because it kind of ends with like a ledge somewhere around here. But the whole way down, in addition to spiders, wolf spiders, there is bark lining the path. And so I was able to collect a couple more stacks of bark. I didn't really go ham on it, but I got enough for what I think we're going to do today. And that is, we are going to tear apart everything we have here, and we're going to build it anew. Bigger, badder, better. Hopefully. So, I'm going to go ahead and start just tearing things down. Why did that only give me 5 stone? Does that really only cost 5 stone? Apothecary, you take 10 refined wood. Why did you give me none of that? Were you damaged? Okay, I don't quite understand that. I thought that you were supposed to be able to get all of your stuff back, and it's not... You know, it wasn't damaged sitting out here, but... Oh well. Well, we need to get some more refined wood, which I have plenty of, so good. Got everything back from that, okay. And I will... not worry about the bed too much, actually. Now, we do have this space over here in case we have any storms. We can just hang out in here, and we'll be safe, so that's fine. But this isn't even a storm. I ain't even afraid. Boom. Look at that. Interesting. I didn't think the foundations needed to be sheltered. That means that our little bridge across the stream might actually take damage and maybe even get destroyed eventually from the storms. Pick it all up. There we go. And there we go. How do we look? Okay. Alright. Oh, one more. I also forgot to mention, before we get too far in, I did come back and make a new torch here, the firefly torch. It is 10 times better than the regular torch. First of all, look how far that light goes. Right about to there. You can see the light on our little shack over there, our little lean-to. Also has like 4 times the durability of the default torch. So the default torch burns out about in 1 night's worth of running. This one can take you 4 nights. And as long as you have a crafting table, which I do not at the moment, let's fix that. There we go. Then you can repair it for free, like everything else. Now, there are a couple sag things that I've discovered before we get too into building. I want to show you what they are. One is that I was informed by Toshiko, who is one of the mods over on my Discord server, who also plays this game, that the really cool lights that I was excited about don't actually give off much, if any, light. Let's see, we need... Oh, textile patches. Are you kidding me? Well, I guess we aren't making them anyway. Because we have to go over to... Oh no, we can make those. Never mind. Let's make them. We need... you. Temporarily. Textile patch is 4 fiber and 1 silk. And we want to make... at least 2. Let's see... silk. There we go. Let's make all 4, why not? There we go. And then, wrong buttons. So let's put this light somewhere. That is no light whatsoever. Look at that. Basically no light. That's a shame. That is such a shame. I mean, I guess it's like a little reading lamp, but still, for the expense, I would expect it to be a little more illuminating. And the same goes for you, Buster. Alright, so developers, take note, if you're noting taking. Please, 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 while I love the aesthetic of these things, they are utterly useless as light sources. So yeah, I will still decorate with these, but we can't count on them for light. So we'll still have to use the torch lights, although I think I saw... We do have a firefly torch that is for some reason cheaper than these guys and probably throws more light. Let's see. It's a little better, I guess. But I mean... Yeah, no, okay, no. Useless. Useless, useless. Well, you know what? I might just leave that light here because it's kind of nice having the ability to see. I'll take it. Let's dump you back off in here. Textile patch. Ooh. I guess we'll dump you in here too. Why not? And then petals can go back in here. Losing track of everything. Where did you go? There you are. Okay, so the plan for today is I want to build a little castle-like structure. I mean, we can't build a giant castle here. It isn't very big, but I do want to have a few distinct areas. One is I want to have like a nice, organized workshop area, probably on like a lower floor. We can just run straight in from here and get to our chests easily, get to our workbench easily. I don't want to have to go up and down a bunch of flights of stairs and so on, like in Vintage Story at Lupine Ridge, where we had the storage downstairs, but most of the functional stuff upstairs. I want to have it all right here. And then I do want to have probably separate areas for like regular crafting, workbench and the stone cutter, and what else do we have in here? Lumen spindle and the tannery. I think what I want to do is that for, maybe for the stone cutter, but probably more for some of the other ones we don't have yet, which I think we saw in the codex. It looks like we will eventually get access to a stone oven, a furnace, and a forge, and then either 2 or 3 more blocks, or this might just be people who make armor for us. So what I think I want to do is I want to have an area for the hot stuff, specifically the smelting stuff. So I'm thinking like somewhere over here we have like a, I don't know, an elevated space for our forge eventually, which I know we can't make yet, but I want to just, if not build it, I want to just mark off and have like a door that leads over here that we can then build off of later. And then I want to have a separate room, maybe on the other side, or maybe out the back, for a kitchen. And that way we can put our campfire, we can put our cauldron, and we can put the eventual stone oven, which again I don't think we have yet. No, the stone oven is not in our repertoire yet. But I want a stone oven. And then the windmill can go somewhere outside. I assume it requires being outside. And then, in addition to that, we want a bedroom. I do also want to have a different bed somewhere out near the front. And the reason is that when we log in, our bonded critter over here ends up snuggling with me in bed. And in order to get her out of a room, I have to destroy the door, or the door frame, because she can't navigate the door frame for some reason. So we are going to have like a spot, maybe like right here, or somewhere on the ground floor that has no doors between here and outside, that I can have as my spawn point. I also kind of want, just for decoration, to have like maybe like a little throne room or something, or just something where I can sort of oversee the area. And I figure, you know, we're not the king. We're working for the king. We don't want to take his place, but you know, even a duke has a throne, and maybe we're going to take some, you know, envoys from distant lands who want to see the king, but the king's like, hey, I don't got any time for it, so, hey, Kurazar, you talk to them for me. Hey, we need a place to impress them and make them feel... Oops, what just happened here? Why... Oh, I pressed the wrong button, that's why. I was control clicking. That could have been disastrous. And I wasn't even paying attention. Let's see, textile patch. Well, you are full up now, so textile patch, you're gonna go in here with the other... Oops. The triple oops. You go in here with the other artificial and mineral stuff. Okay, I think we're good. So, let's get started with some bark. There we go. We've got 2 stacks of bark and probably 1 more stack of wood. Here we go. Alright. So we come out, or we enter here. I would kind of like to, at some point, maybe not today, but later, once we have this torn down, I would kind of like to build like a little entryway here with like a wall and a gate. Or if not a gate, at least a gateway. And then we'll have like a little distance between here and the exit. So let's start our building basically here. Now, do I want to have it raised up a little bit? I don't know. Do I? I can go pretty high with it, too. Let's do something like... Let's see. Let's do that. How's that look? A little close, a little claustrophobic, so let's come back maybe 2 more. Does that give us enough room to build anything? I think so. I think it should work. And we'll put stairs in eventually, but for now we just jump. And you are not sheltered, because you also take damage from the rain. That's a shame. And let's bring this back. I'm going to build with squares first, and then as we fill things out and figure out where everything's going and how I want it to look, I will start using the curves and other odds and ends. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably come in and maybe like cover up some of this nonsense here so it doesn't look like we're living on a house with stilts. I mean, we are, but I don't want it to look like that. Okay. So we come in here, we have some kind of entryway. It's going to have to be covered because these otherwise will take damage in the rain. So we can probably just build straight up from here using like the posts I saw over here. Reinforced versus regular. Ah, the reinforced is carved. Okay. Well, that settles that then. Neat. Okay, so we're going to come back. Where's the middle again? Right about here. Let's just bring this back as far as we can. And just see how... Ooh, we can go pretty far, actually. Yeah, we have room enough. We have plenty of room for what I want to do. Though, you know, it could be kind of cool to have, like, a balcony that overlooks this area. And so we're going to come in, and we're going to have the workshop first floor. Right in here somewhere. I had been thinking about doing like an open air workshop, where like just like the middle, like a middle 3x3 portion would be sort of punched out of the foundation. I don't know if that'll work too well, but let's try it. Although no, I'd have to build on the ground then. Yeah, so we'll see. We will see. So there's that. But what I'd kind of like to do is, I do want to play a little bit, at least, with elevation. So I'm thinking, if our workshop is, let's say, from here to here, that's what, 5 squares? Let's just mark that out here. Then here, I want to take these down. Maybe we'll go 7 squares, why not? I might have need of extra storage space, you never know. And then here, we'll actually pull these down, and we'll do... Oh, I see. You make it difficult to snap then. Okay, well... if I do that, how well does that line up? I got it pretty close, but not... No, actually, that's... fairly straight on there. I think I'm going to have the kitchen be back here. Like this. This will be where we do all of our warm cooking stuff. Oh. Need materials. It's expensive. How much do you cost? Oh, you're 2 bark and wood. Oh. Cruel. Fie, cruel world, fie. Alright. Let's take a look at this here then. So this is going to be the kitchen area. And what I want to do is we will have some stairs that come down. And we'll probably use the wooden stairs. Of course, you can still see under there. Can I slap a piece of wall on the side of you? Oop. I can. I think I will do the green wall, just because it'll give us a little bit of color behind the stairs. Do I want the stairs to be that wide? Yes. With a big bustling castle kitchen, we're going to need stairs that will let many, many servants carry my food up and down, obviously. And I think I'm going to go ahead and we will say that we are going to start with a curve here. Like so. And then we'll bring in the flat ones again. Oop. Ah, okay, so that's a little irritating. Not gonna lie. I mean, we could turn this into like a parquet floor-ish and like break out these guys. And that way it at least sort of disguises the fact that these don't line up because of the direction of the planks. I think we can manage that. Maybe. A definite maybe. Oh, here we go. There we go. I would like to have like a stone floor in here, but we don't have stone yet. And I'm going to go ahead and get my torch out. It'll last us a while. Not too worried about it. Okay, so we have a kitchen. We have a workshop area up here that's going to get some more space. So what I think we'll do is we're going to have... I'm stupid. I'm real stupid. This is going to be an odd-numbered wide castle and hall area here. So actually what I should do is probably bring you over one more. Of course, it's going to mess up our little pattern here. Unfortunately. Unless there's a way to, like... Can I mirror you? What's my advanced rotate mode? Oh, I can't rotate you, can I? Shame. Alright, well that's going to be a little awkward. Don't look at it. I'll cover it up with something. It's fine. Totally fine. I'm not crying. You're crying. Alright, so line that up like so. And yes, this will be our workshop area. And what I'd like to do is from here to here, I do think it'd be cool if we had like an open sky here and we just sort of covered the whole workshop area instead and like around it. That could be really neat. What bark do I have? Let's see how far we can get with this. Oops. Oop. Back here. Big workshop. Big workshop. But then again, if we're reserving like a large center area for basically nothing, then not huge workshop area. Let's see what we've got here. I may have to make another bark and wood run here soon. Real soon, actually. This is taking a lot more materials than I thought it would. Once again, get back here. And yeah, we're about out of that. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, let's see. And then I do want to start with wooden walls, which does mean more bark. Hooray. Let's go and restock on both of those. So let's see, walls. We have door frames, round door frames. Oh, I like that. Yes, I do like that. Are you the same both sides? You basically are. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll have like 3 door frames here, but then out here we'll instead use pillars. And actually, we'll probably do them like here. So this is not obstructed. Ooh, you know what? Those pillars need to go not quite at the edges there, because they hang over. Let's see, the button for free placement is turn you off. Hey, look at that. There we go. That's not too bad. And then zap you right about there. Now, is it worth trying to sneak one in under here? I don't know. Let's bring the magnet back on. And then, can I snap you under here? What's my sit button? My crouch button. Why can I not crouch? Is it the hammer? It's the hammer. Okay, so you can't crouch while you're hammering. Weird. A little strange, not gonna lie. But alright. Keep your secrets. Alright, now do the stairs take damage from being out under the sky? I don't know. Hammer. They don't... Wood foundation... So the stairs seem to not take damage, which is nice, and they also provide some kind of protection. See that? This one doesn't say it's not protected or sheltered. I find that quite interesting. I guess we can zap you too, for now. Okay, so the next order of business is going to be... Let's get some more walls in here. I think we have some more windows, don't we? I saw something. Oh, it's on the corners, okay. So we have... Oh, what is that? Oh, that's cute! Okay, that's neat. And we have railings, alright. Oh, we have wood railings for stairs. Oh, I love it. I l d- 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 stu- There. Got it. Alright, not too shabby. Not too shabby. And let's also come over here, and we will drop several sets of stairs here. There we go, and also drop some railings. Right, get from this angle, and it works out better. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, how are we doing on bark and wood? Not great. Not great, not gonna lie. Okay, well, I think what I'll do is I'm going to go on another probably couple days worth of wood and bark gathering, and probably get some more firefly goop, because I would like to use those awful lights for decoration at least. And then I'll bring y'all back when we have a little bit of progress to show on the house. I'll get a couple of the basic walls in and try to figure out the design without sort of just talking about it with you while I figure it out on my own. So yeah, I will see all of you in just a little bit. Alright everyone, we are back, and I've made some decisions after I made a couple trips down to get some bark, and I actually found some more. Like the farther I went down here, or down here, didn't find a ton more, but I got some more, so we are rocking a pretty good amount. I'm thinking, in light of the difficulty of gathering bark, and also because I'm not sure when we're going to have access to stone, I think I'm going to skip the open atrium here, and maybe we'll do it on the second floor or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Or just skip altogether. I also think it would be kind of more fun to have a somewhat, not really claustrophobic, but a tighter workspace. So I'm not having to, you know, walk all over the place to get to different areas. So I'm thinking, what if we had storage lining the walls here in little cubbies like this? And, do I have any enough? Ooh, yes I do. Okay, cool. Let's get you out again. So there's a neat trick you can do with chests, is that you can put them on the floor, sure. You can't stack them like this, but you can attach them to a wall on one end. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but you can. So I thought that would be a really cool idea, and a cool way to sneak some extra chests in here. Now, you'll see there's collision. That's going to be a bit of an annoying problem, but we can work around that. Let's tuck you right there. Yes. Do I have enough for another one? Don't mind if I do. Get them as close to touching as I can. Right there, I guess. So, for getting... Well, tell you what, let's knock these out first. Let's add another chest in here. Which means I'm going to need to make some more seed oil and some more refined wood, but that's okay. Just gotta click 60 times. It's fine. Ugh, okay. This mouse is gonna wear out before I do. Oh, let's eat something. There we go. Alright, you're stacked back up. And we have enough garlic leaves. I want to show you how I got this to work like this. So what I did... Well, let's get you in first. Come on, buddy. Oh, you're hitting this, aren't you? Yeah, let's grab that. And are you hitting... Alright, you know what? We're gonna just take it all apart, and I'll rebuild it with y'all. How's that sound? One there. Ooh, you stick out a little farther, don't you? That's weird. And now, oh, it's a storm. Great. Well, I'm going to slap a roof on these real quick. And then we'll go get some shelter. The storm does seem to damage the foundations, but it's literally like 1%. Like here, I think. So yeah, these needed repair, but it's like 1 pixel of durability, so I'm not super worried about it. What I'll probably do is, when we're done, I'll come through and we will sort of rescue everything and just fix it all up. So while we are waiting for the storm, which is fine, what I did here was I came in with a pillar and I turned off the snapping. There we go. And I rotated it so it's nice and square. And then I tucked it right in the middle of these 2 boards, right up against these chests here. Like so. That way, like, visually they don't quite collide, but they're really, really close. And then I came in here with some of these stairs, and I turned the snapping back on. And then what I did was I turned on the free rotation, and it lets you basically, you look in the direction you want to, like, rotate the axis on, and you grab this little white arrow here. And it will let you rotate it whatever way you want. And what I did was I went like this, because I want the sort of stick side showing a little bit. And I just tucked this right there, and right there. Like so. Alright, let's get into shelter before we freeze to death. There we go. And that's how I went about getting that to look like that. And I'll show you how I did the rest of it then, because that would be this. These are also free rotated because their default is like this. So all I did was I just rotated it 90 degrees, or 180 degrees, whichever. And after this storm baits, I'll show you where I put it. Yeah, you kind of want to use like a combination of snapping on, snapping off, and rotation to get things to fit where you want. And the interesting thing is that the functional blocks that complain about collision don't seem to mind the collision so much after they've been placed. It's a serious one, isn't it? Wow. So that's why I was able to put that chest back down and then tuck the stairs up next to it and tuck the pillar up next to it. They don't mind so much. So it's interesting. This has sort of been a big learning experience for me. I do wish that the things complaining about collision, like, you know, functional blocks, were a little less picky about it, or maybe just didn't care. Like, if I can tuck it on afterwards, then what was keeping me from doing it in the first place? So let's zap these. And then we're going to just stick you there. And I spun it around. There we go. Looked at that right there, and blam. I think it's cute. Now I'll have to take this out probably again, and that, in order to fit these next 2 chests in, but that is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and probably spend a little bit of time getting all of these in place and getting them all lined up. And I'm going to do, if I can squeeze this in here, come on buddy, there we go. There, perfect. So yeah, I'm going to get some of these in and get this looking a little more full, and then I'll bring you back when I have basically more to report, or if I find out anything else interesting about the build system. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have stairs that go up here, and up here as well, going up this direction, up to a little balcony, and then we'll have our little throne kind of up here, I think. Maybe even over the kitchen? I don't know, we'll see. And I'll tuck some more chests under here, and over here. And I may not do all those today because we don't need all this storage yet, but something tells me we're going to. I have that feeling, you know? And then what we'll do is we will put our functional blocks sort of, I was thinking of doing them next to these areas, but I think I'll just put them like one here, maybe tuck them in the middle here. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to sort of get too much in the way of these here, but I also don't want to I don't know. I could do this. I could drop some pillars. Like, maybe not there. We'll do it like this. And so we'll have like a central walkway. Whoop. Did that snap right? I think it did. We'll have the central walkway that's clear of obstructions. And maybe we'll even, you know what? Let's do it this way. These will indicate the center. And then we'll do that. Also save on some materials there. And then maybe we could, like, I don't know, put like a little... Oh, we could put like railings and have... Oh, yes, yes. Railings. So we do the railings like this. Or even just like that, so we can run right in here. And we'll put our workbench type stuff in here. At least for the ones that will fit there. I think since we'll have more room over here, like maybe over this way, we could tuck the bigger ones like the tannery and so on. So I'm going to get working on that, and I will bring you all back in a little bit when I have something to show for my work. Yes. Oh. And I know they don't give much light, but those flower sconces would look great. Like here and here. Yes, please. Love me some tiny fey buildings. Alright, everyone. We are back. And we're not done yet, but I wanted to show you the progress I've made. And 3, 2, 1, bam! Look at this. So I want to talk about the process I'm going through here and how I'm getting things to line up properly, which involves a lot of really messing around with snapping points and a lack thereof. So first of all, I ditched the little hobbit hole door for this grand archway, and this is made using the same technique of using the free rotation on the concave wood wall, and rather than having them meet where their points are, which is there and there, I have them overlap right in the middle. And then I took the same fences that I used here and here, and I rotated them and I stuck them inside the blocks to give this nice, like, filigree texture. I think it's really cool looking. And then I just lined this with some pillars, and that was that. Now inside here I have 2 separate storage areas with room to expand for more over under here and under here. And I haven't gotten to those yet, and I might not do them tonight, but I think 20 storage chests should be good for now. Except for food. Food will still be going back in here. I just haven't gotten to this area yet. But I did wall this in. I put a sort of green grassy apron here at this back wall. And there will be windows that can see into this area here from up above. And so these little hobbit hole doors we can close here. And then let's see what else we have here. We have the sort of throne room slash meeting chamber up here with the one awkward direction of planks there, whatever. And right here is where we're going to put our throne. Perfect. It's beautiful. Isn't it? Look at that. Just kidding. Let's get rid of you. So, I want to show you how I'm getting some of this stuff done here. And some of it has been with free placement, like with these pillars here. These were free placed. I just unlocked them with this and slapped them down. I don't know why. This one, so I have the exact same number of chests here. I tucked them exactly up against the wall here. There's the same amount of gap between each one. And for some reason, this is nice and like tucked into the side of the pillar like this over here. But on this side it sticks out and I can't figure out what's causing that. Like if I snap these to the inside of the pillar, even though this pillar is actually offset outward a little more than over there, these end up just being inside the chest and you can't really see them. So I may tear this apart and like knock out this front wall in order to get these to line up a little farther, but we'll see. That is a problem for later Corazar. Now the plan here is we're going to have a little throne room. I'm going to see if I can sort of build up a pretend throne with like ceilings and such. I really don't know if it'll work out too well, but I'll try it. And then over here, I want to have like a little covered walkway, I think. And we might actually put a real door in here. But a covered walkway, maybe some stairs down on either side, and then a little apothecary's tower right here. Like maybe just like 3 platforms high. I don't really know yet. But this is where I'll put the apothecary table and a little bit of storage for potion ingredients. And like I said, I'll put the kitchen back there. And then over here, I'm probably going to just put a door in here for now. And then once we get access to the forge and the smithy and other stuff, we will tuck them out here. I'm kind of thinking, like, we'd go from this to, like a little walkway and then stairs up to, like, one more wall height up. And we'd have, like, a little stone area for the forge and things. I think that could be really cool. So I want to go ahead and get a little bit more of this done. Oh, wait. Not yet. Not yet. The roof. The roof is not on fire. So what I'm doing for the roof is kind of like Valheim. I'm doing the thing where I'm offsetting the roof by half of a structure unit. An SU, I guess. And that way I can get the roof to have a bit of an eave and a bit of overhang. And what I did here was I took the wooden stairs and I just tipped them sideways to make the slats like you'd see under the eaves of like a modern day house. This way there's a bit of airflow they can get up in there and make sure things don't get moldy. That's why I did that like that here. And I think it looks pretty cool. I also shortened the porch here. I actually pulled this all back by an extra foundation, and I think it looks okay. I'm probably just going to tuck our extra bed like right here, and that is where Ladybug and I will apparently sleep, because we're weirdos like that. So yeah, so I was able to then snap these guys in here after putting a staircase. If I can get my... let's get you out. So I put a staircase basically right there. Right here. And then I snapped this angled wall to it, so that was 1/2 block offset. And then did the same thing up here, just putting the staircase basically right there, hanging off of the very tip of this piece, and was able to then snap the roof to it and get that overhang like that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Alright, I'm going to get back to it, and I'll bring all of you back in a little while. I'm probably going to bring you back when I have basically the rest of this done, because this episode is probably getting a little bit long, and I don't want to take up, 10 hours of your time just building with brown and green blocks. So, see you all in a few. Alright everyone, I've been at it for a little while now, and here she is. The building system it's an interesting challenge because I'm not used to all the shapes, and I'm not used to the snapping and how they go together, and I'm also not used to, well, most things. We have this weird, I was kind of going for an owl motif a bit, but it looks just kind of more like a skull with the eyes and like the nose bone here and a big old gaping maw. But I kind of like it, and plus you can kind of make it shutter size if you walk away from it. Anyway, we have a little porch here with a bottle cap table and some chairs. Let me put this away so we can stop highlighting things. There we go. We have our leaf bed here, which I think is really cool. It has this little, like, I don't know, blue mushroom light or something. Like a little reading light for at night. It's kind of cute. And then we come in here and we have these little sort of roofs over top our storage areas. And they were actually kind of handy for letting me get up to the roof to actually work on things. We have a sort of trim of fences in between the walls and the actual roofs. And apparently those are load-bearing. Whatever. Now, I haven't done the throne room here because I was tinkering with some designs, and I just don't know. It's really awkward because all the parts are just so big. And I don't really want to just do that little chair. It's kind of silly. But I'm sure I can figure something else out at some point. But not today. That's going to be on the back burner. Then what I wanted to do is I wanted to come up here because this is kind of our... This is our private chambers. And yes, I realize that these chambers are completely open to the elements, but I figured, you know, as small folk, especially as someone who's going to try to go and get some bee wings here real soon, I figured we want a nice big open room to play with. And I wanted to put down a couple odds and ends. One is I wanted to put down a second bed. This won't be the bed that we really use much, like for the game, because I don't want Ladybug to spawn up here. It'd be really annoying. But we will put the bed... I'm thinking about... Let's put you over here. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. I forgot that I wanted to grab a couple other odds and ends down here. I need my petals, and I probably need my bug juice. Specifically, my glowy bug juice. So I wanted to add in, even though they are completely useless for lighting, I wanted to add in a little tiny, cute reading lamp. So we can get it tucked in back here. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of cute. And then... Ooh, I know what I need. I need some of... I need like a cabinet. Maybe put you at an angle? There we go. What a prep table. Are you any good? You're kind of big, but I could totally put you over here. What do I need for you? I need resin. It's weird. Alright. And we are about out of materials. I am going to do probably a quick and dirty apothecary tower here in a bit, but I have 16 bark left. I think that's all the wood. I have 14 wood left. Yep, that's all the wood I have left. Oh, no, I have 30 more, never mind. But, yep, we are getting really low on basically everything except for fiber. So, yep. Let's get some more resin going here. I think I could go for a prep table, and you know what? Do I have plenty of refined wood. I'm going to put our chests of old supplies, like our old armor and weapons, I'm going to put them up here too. Probably like right here. I don't want to obscure the view of the window, so we'll see. Let's go ahead and get this table out here. Yeah, something about like that. And then let's get... Oh, there's this instead. Well, I like that better. Let's do this. There we go. I do wish we had like carpets or something. This would be kind of cool. And then, do I want a second light in the room? You don't match, so no. We'll do one of you over here. A real light. Yeah, I'm not sure we need it. We'll just have a reading light, and then we'll only work over here in the mornings. That's fine. And then, ooh, a chair for working at this. There we go. Need that, of course. And then a chest or two. You'll do that. And I guess that's about all we can fit. I don't want to block things off here. So maybe what we'll do is we'll put some more right under here. One there. And one here. And what we'll do is this will be for our most recent spare equipment. And then they'll get sort of cycled out down to these trash bins down here, where we can have them if we really need them, but we don't want to need them. I just noticed I forgot one of these guys up here. I thought I put one of you in up here. I guess not. There we go. That's better. Okay. So then, the last few things we need to fill out here is I need to put in our campfire, and I need to put in our cauldron in here somewhere, and then leave room for the oven, and put a couple chests in here, probably more than we had before, like maybe 2 for plant-based foods and 2 for animal-based foods. Let's go grab those real quick. Alright, now we have chests. We have plenty of stuff for chests. It's the one thing I'm not hurting on at the moment. Let's just tuck you guys, say, there and there. And whoop, I have no materials. I thought I had more. Oh, I don't have more wood. Never mind. Any of you are empty? You are. There we go. Problem solved. And perfect. There we go. Alright, campfire. Let's do a campfire. Ooh. Kind of weird to put a campfire on wood, but whatever. It's fine. Let's do you, like, here. That's bright. We'll do our cauldron, which wants stone and more refined wood. Okay. That might get a bit dicey here. Tell you what, let's take you guys, and we'll put you all in here. That isn't enough refined wood. I think I'm out of seeds, too. Well, that is for in-between episodes, so yep, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the mostly full build. I didn't really have time to quite finish things out, but I do need to go and get some more materials first, so it's not happening today, unfortunately. But yeah, I hope you liked the build, and I feel like I have a ways to go with getting used to this building system and the materials and shapes available to me, but for a first effort, I think this is pretty nice. I do want to figure out what to do about this area, though. The throne area. Maybe we'll get like a stone throne when we get access to stone, or maybe metal or something, I don't know. But yeah, so I hope all of you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you're looking forward to more Small Land. I almost call it Small World. Whoopsie. And yeah, so let me know what you think of the build in the comments, and look forward to the next one. As always, my name is Corazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.